everyone. Um, Once again, I ain't got nothing specific to talk about. I'm just on camera today. And I'm very happy to see all y'all. I got a lot on my mind. I'm just, trying to get back in the groove of things. Yeah, well, today's been a long one. I have a lot to do as usual. I have a lot to process right now. And honestly, I don't even really know if I should be saying this, but then again, I've already told y'all about my father anyway, right? Well, when I was in the process of trying to make videos more often, I was trying to make videos so my mother could see them, just to keep her spirits up where she was. And I'm still going to be consistent with videos, but I guess I won't be doing those videos to keep her spirits up anymore because she, like my father, has passed this year. I don't have either one of my parents anymore, which means none of them are watching my videos, so it's just you. And I'm very happy to keep whoever is on the other side of that camera entertained while, I get through all of this. I'm going to try not to make all my videos from here on out about this, but that is what's going on in my life. I'm going through two losses in the same year, and I really thought I could keep doing videos and keep her spirits up until she came back home, but she's not coming back home. Yeah, the two people that made me, they're gone now. So I gotta focus on being the person that my children can run to. Yeah. I guess every time I watch Tom and Jerry or whatever, I'll think about them. She was supposed to come back and sit in her chair, you know. This was one of the last things she told me. Oh yeah, I'm still open for commissions, so whoever wants a commission from me, I'll draw whatever you want me to draw, As far as my comics, I'm still working on those, and I'm gonna have like a special set of stories specifically for Mom and I. Because my mother and I, we were supposed to work on comics together. Well, not comics. She wanted stories, but I was going to turn them into comic books. Because I remember a little bit after I graduated from high school, like I said, my mother inspired me to want to read, and I get reading from both of my parents, And I remember looking at Mom read these thick books like they were nothing, like it was just, it didn't take that much effort. And I was like, well, Mom, since you like reading books so much, why haven't you written one yourself? And then in 2013, we started to write our stories. And I have 4 stories. I'll call them Mel's stories. So whenever you see the title Mel Stories and then the actual title of the story, those were the stories that I was supposed to work on with my mother. So whenever you see them, check them out so you can see a little bit of her ideas and my ideas bounce off of each other, you know? I also remember telling Dad we were working on stories before he left, you know? And he was rooting for us. Hold on a second. I hope this is the last sad video I ever make. You know? I don't want to be spreading around no sorrow. But I know I have to make a video because, well, I want to put my work out there. I still have a lot to do, and this is part of getting it done. Because, you know, in order to be successful, you got to put the work into being successful. Nobody is at a high pedestal without, you know, putting in the effort. But I ain't gonna lie, man. I really feel like everything around me is so broad that I can't grasp it. Because when you have mom and dad here, everything, like, it feels like there's a limit to your world. But what you forget is that limit is security. You have security. You are safe with your parents. And when you don't have your parents anymore, you don't feel that safety. And then if you wound up being a parent, you have to wound up being the safety net for the life you created. And dealing with that is like the hardest thing. I'm trying to continue life, but also I don't want to forget them. And that's like my biggest fear. Because when I lost my grandmother, I kept constantly trying to replay her voice in my head. I didn't want to forget her voice. I didn't want to forget my grandfather's laugh. I don't want to forget my dad's voice. I don't want to forget my mom's voice. And the more and more days go by, it's like you have to constantly tell yourself they're not here. And for everybody out there who still has their parents, especially the young teenagers that want to act like, you know, I'm tired of these motherfuckers, watch what you say. Because one day they won't be here anymore. Then what are you going to do? If you're going to have the mentality of, I hate my parents, I'm tired of these motherfuckers, I'm ready to get the fuck out. Especially if you have people that ain't abusive. If you have parents that are not abusive, and you're saying shit like that, you're taking them for granted. You're taking your parents for granted when you say things like, I'm tired of these motherfuckers, I'm ready to get out, I'm tired of being told what to do. Because one day, they will be gone. Because nobody on this earth lasts forever. So if you're going to have that mentality, you need to make sure you put in the work into making yourself independent. If you can make yourself independent, you can talk as much shit as you want to. But don't sit up here and actually have good parents and not appreciate them. Because what are you going to do when they're not here? Because I'm 27, lost both my parents in the same year. I lost my mother yesterday. Lost my father in August of this year. Been struggling to take care of my father's situation. And then now I'm in the process of taking care of my mother's situation. If you have good parents, you go tell them you love them. And you take every moment you possibly can and make it positive. Because I do understand there are people out there with shitty parents, and you're going to want to get them the fuck out of your freaking vicinity for whatever reason, because they're not doing good by you. And there are shitty people in the world, and I understand that. But if you have good parents, people that don't beat you, people that don't cuss you out, people that say they love you, people where you can actually see them putting in the effort to make you happy, you appreciate that. Because one day you're going to be like me. Don't have either parent. Don't matter when you lose them, you won't have either one of them. And you're going to have to figure out what to do. I'll get it together. I know I will. I don't have a choice but to get it together. I had 2 kids. If I don't get it together, then they're at the mercy of whatever this world brings. So yeah, I'm going to get it together. I'm just saying, it's broad now. I don't have those limits anymore. And I'm battling between this thought of, hey, I have all this extra freedom now, and the other thought going, what the hell am I going to do without boundaries? I like my boundaries. I never had any complaints about my boundaries. Like, I was a very sheltered kid. I ain't never really go outside much, I mean, I had friends whenever I was in school. And it was a rare occasion when any of my friends would come over my house. My parents didn't really, trust a whole bunch of people around me or whatever. And they sure as hell didn't trust me to go a whole bunch of places alone. So yeah, I was a pretty sheltered kid. But in my shelteredness, I didn't feel like my parents were trying to control me or block me from something. You know what I'm saying? And I think what hurts me the most is that I just wanted to do what I was supposed to. I feel a bit robbed too, because I felt like I wanted to take care of my parents and I wanted to do what, young adults do. Your parents raise you and then you take care of them during the last part of their lives. I didn't really fully get a chance to take care of my parents. It was like one moment I was starting the process of taking care of my mother. I mean, you saw the videos where you heard her in the background every once in a while calling me. But yeah, it started okay, but then, everything declined. After she had the amputation, everything kind of declined. I think, she went through a lot. My father did too. And they both had amputations. Mom had the bottom of her right leg amputated, and then my father, years ago, had his toes amputated. The reason was diabetes. They both had diabetes. I currently know that I'm pre-diabetic, which means I really just need to get my act together, or I'll probably go down the same damn road. I mean, I'm not trying to speak it into existence, because I'm actually going to try to not do all that, which is why I was trying to start the whole working out videos and stuff like that. I'm trying to make sure that I can kind of reverse it, or if I wound up getting diabetes anyway, at least I won't get the worst of it, Being an adult is hard. If you have the opportunity to be a kid and to have, that chance to just experience things. Because when you're a kid, you ain't got to worry about shit. You ain't got to make calls. You ain't got to fill out paperwork. You ain't got to pay for shit. You could just relax. Don't rush into being an adult. Being an adult is not easy. And you're not going to get as much sleep as you think you would get just because you ain't none of your parents anymore. If it was up to me, my mom be on one side of my shoulder, my dad be on the other side of the shoulder, and we'd be like, thank you for watching the video. Peace out. They wouldn't say peace out because, my parents are parents. But Looking at myself in the camera, I see both of my parents in my face. Some facial expressions, I look just like my mother. Other facial expressions, I look just like my father. I'm very happy that I have my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, my brothers and sisters. I'm happy I have all of them, and my husband and my babies. I'm happy I have what family I have left. And for all those people that's going through the same thing or something similar, we gotta keep pushing. It's hard, it's irritating. We gonna feel like we ready to fall out. It's gonna be like, ugh. You gonna wanna fall out, man. This is a lot to deal with. But we can make it through. We can do hard things. We can manage our situation. It's gonna be okay. Because you gotta think about it. We might be going through it now, but if any of y'all are parents like me out there, your kid is gonna wind up going through it when it's your turn. I've never been more scared of death than right now. I know I've been scared of death my whole entire life, but in the same year, bruh, the same year, thought I at least had 5 more years with my mama before I had to deal with this. Golly. But yeah, I'm still taking commissions, whoever wants me to draw something for them. Still working on my comics. I plan on making more videos in the future. I look forward to seeing all y'all when I'm 103. 103. Hey. After that, I don't know what's going to happen. It's up to God at that point. But I'm going to make it to 103, nigga. Alright, I'm going to end it here. Peace.